welcome to this video and welcome to this episode. As I promised you a couple of days or a couple of weeks ago, I created some new objects for the game in Blender. I planned to make new buildings and new bus stations and new tram station objects. So far I only created some new buildings, which you see on the screen, and I think these new buildings make this little world a little bit more colorful, a little bit more realistic, and a little bit more fun just to look at. So I would like to show you now these new buildings, and let's jump to the menu, and this option is build buildings, which maybe I already showed you in a short episode or at a short video part. And by the way, you always find the links to the other episode in the descriptions. And if you have any comments, feel free to leave a comment. So let's click build buildings, and now you see that we have a couple of new icons, a couple of new sub-items. You also see that I maximized the number of these sub-icons at 10, so I did not want to cover this area, the game itself, so I ended up maximizing these sub-icons in every row at 10. We will have a lot of space here beneath to create even more and more buildings in the future. But as I always tell you, this is now enough for us. So let's see maybe all these buildings. The first one and the second one are the depots. The first one is the road vehicle depot and the second one is the tram depot. You see these in this world also. So this at the far end is the bus or the road vehicle depot. This has a green top, and this other one at the right side is the tram depot, which has a blue top. So these are the same objects, only they have different textures. The third one is the post office, which you also see here and here at the right side. So this is a post office from my hometown. So my hometown post office almost looks like this. The front of the post office is very much identical to this post office object. So this is about 70 or 80% real life example for a post office. So let's jump back to real buildings, and now the other objects are the houses. This is a 3-story brick, a 2-story and a single-story brick building. These you see here in this little world, and these are the first buildings which maybe I ever created, and which maybe I ever created for this game. I created these a couple of years ago when I started this little project. So let's jump back to buildings, and we also have a condominium, which you see here. Now let's see the new buildings. We have a 2-story panel, which I named A, B and C, and mainly these differ only in texture. So this is A, this is B, and this is C. You also see that this one has these chimney-like objects on the top at the left side, and this one has it on the right side, so they differ a little bit also in objects, but mainly just in textures. I think they look pretty neat, a little bit fun, and they give a little bit color to this little world. So let's see the next one, which is Farmhouse. I also have this Farmhouse A, B and C, which you see here. This is Farmhouse A, this is Farmhouse B, and this is Farmhouse C. You notice that the chimney at Farmhouse B is at a different place, and Farmhouse C has a front door also and has the side door at a different place. So I wanted them a little bit different, but mainly they are the same. I think they look great, and I think this one even looks great with this bluish top. So, and let's see the last one so far, and I made 6 textures for this A, B, C, D, E and F, and this one is called K Cube. Why is this called K Cube? In real life, these houses are called in my country Kádár Cube. Kádár was the leader of Hungary until the 1990s, and this was a type of house named after him, and many people hated these houses and many people loved these houses. I know architects who hate this type of houses. I know architects who love these houses. I actually grew up in a house something like this, and the only difference was that our house and a lot of these houses had a little basement lowered into the ground, but they almost looked always the same like this. So in real life these are about 10 times 10 meters in size, and they come and they are found, you can find these in these many different colors around the country. So these textures are real life examples from these buildings. And I made 6 of these textures. Maybe I did not put the 6th one on the screen yet, so I will do it now. So let's jump here and select this green one, and let's put it there. So I think these look very neat, and I really love these. And what I would like to achieve in the next couple of weeks is creating a main menu. So as you see now, I don't have any main menu yet. I have an option to quit the game, to load the game and to save the game. And by the way, now I am going to save this map and I want to overwrite it. So I have these options, but I don't have any main menu yet, which I would like to create. And I would also like to create an option to choose the size of the land. Now this land is, as far as I remember and as far as I see, 32 times 32 tiles. So this is a relatively small, extra small land, but I always use this size just to show you how the game works. So there was no reason to use larger maps, but of course we can create larger maps. There is a limit, or maybe I will create a limit, but I would like to have an option that the player should be able to choose the size of the land, maybe 32 times 32, 64 times 64, 128 times 128, and so on. We will see. I am not sure whether I will put this here at game options, because this will be something which you will not be able to change while you play, but maybe we could have an option here which will be something like size of new map or default map size, and you could change it only if you are at the main menu or something like this. So these are the plans for the next days and next weeks. And of course, I did not forget that I promised you some new bus station objects and tram station objects. And of course, now this little game says that it's the 15th of February, and you see that everything is green, and this is because I have summer selected at seasons, but now I select automatic at seasons and hit OK, and now we see that everything turns white. So I talked about seasons in one of the earlier episodes, and you find always the links to the other episodes at the description. Feel free to check them out, and I hope we will meet next time. So thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.